A couple meets, falls in love, and decides they want to spend their lives together. And then it takes the final step, marriage. But marriage is hardly the final step in a couple's relationship. Rather, it is the beginning of a grand adventure.
I think every little girl imagines this day, and I think it goes without saying that this is not how I imagined it, but we're here, and what I imagined was you. I vow to be the most incredible wife that you could ever dream of. I vow today and every day to never stop doing all of the small things, because one day we'll look back and realize that they were the big things.
You are everything I never knew I needed. I could not have dreamed for a better woman to be my wife. I promise to be your sidekick on every adventure, your best friend, and your husband. With you as my wife, forever could never be long enough. With this ring, I promise that you'll never have to face the world alone. I love you to the moon and back, and all the stars.
Pleasure to pronounce you again, husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When I first met Kim, Jacob had invited me to go Christmas tree shopping with them. And Jacob is being his it is imperative you get here as soon as possible self. Kim turns to him and looks at him and says, I don't know who you're talking to, but I know it's not me. And I said, this is the one. The way I saw Kim interact with Luella was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. She was able to not only fall in love with my brother, but fall in love with Luella is the moment I knew she was going to be part of this family and was the one that my brother had been waiting for. And you are the sister I have always wanted.
Now, the way I see it, there's 3 girls that have turned Jake into the man that he is today. The first one being Jeannie, quick shout out to Jeannie. The second being his daughter, Luella. So Luella taught Jake a sense of patience and loving somebody more than himself. She taught him a sense of responsibility, and he's found a sense of fulfillment in his life. Thank you to the third person in his life. That brings us to Kim, his beautiful wife. Jake stuck by Kim during the hardest parts of his life as he's fought for his daughter, and Jake stuck by Kim during the hardest part of her life during the tragic passing of her mother, Diane. Seeing the way the two of these people stood by each other through the hardest parts of their life, it made me realize that that was the final piece of Jake's puzzle. She taught Jake how to be an amazing partner, and that's something that we can't be more thankful for.